Yeah.
I don't know a single person that goes to church.
Come on, that's where it comes from.
Listen to her. I say this to everybody. I say this to all Americans, and they go, "No,
There's
you don't
no
know, Michael."
fucking way,
like,
dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you fucking English? Right? Trust me, I'm from there. I don't know a single fucking person that goes to church.
You gotta be kidding me, though.
Swear to God. You know why?
Why?
Because it's all a made-up load of nonsense. And we've
Yeah,
realized.
I know that already.
We've realized
I know that already.
I don't know a single person that goes to church. Not a single person.
Right. Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating.
In England, though?
In England, there's so many churches.
There's a lot of churches, and guess what? They're full of homeless
completely
people.
empty.
Shooting
Is that
up
what you're
heroin.
saying?
Yeah, falling apart. I mean,
Oh my
not
God.
all of them. Not
Yeah,
all of them.
yeah.
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but in terms of not knowing a single person that goes to church,
But do you know
I
why
don't know
that
a
is?
single person.
Because America is still a young country.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if that's the reason, but
I'm telling you,
certainly religion is a much bigger
Yeah,
deal
but
here.
like look at countries though that's been around for way longer than America. Their views on sex is completely different. They're more open to it. What?
Don't
It
go to
depends if
Africa.
they're a first world country or not.
Yeah, I'm only talking about first world countries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
out.
Yeah, you're out. But
Sorry, your opinion isn't valid here. Okay, you're from the Philippines.
you know what? I want to say this. I want to say something right now. I honestly, and I come across like an elitist piece of shit talking about other. And I love.
You're an elitist piece
I'm
of
not.
shit, babe.
I'm an open wound.
Not a book, a wound?
And
Okay.
I want to say sleepers, and I'm being completely honest with you, okay? A lot of times I could do my shows, and I have all kinds of people come, and I love everybody, okay? When I call certain Asians jungle Asians, I don't mean it, I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I love you, okay?
And on that note, go fuck yourself.
I've learned so much from you because in my head I'm like,
That's what everybody says. They're like, wow.
yeah, the English.
So
you're blowing-
insightful.
Yeah, no, I'm being real though. Like the church thing, it was like,
Yeah, well, no, it doesn't play a big factor. Honestly, everybody I know, they go to church for two reasons. For a christening, and they don't believe in God. Everyone just goes and gets hammered.
Yeah.
Cultural.
Yeah.
It's a
Cultural.
party, everyone gets dressed up and they celebrate
Right.
the birth of the child, but it's not really a religious thing or a wedding. And same thing again. And with our children, my wife, she didn't want to have a christening. I'm like, come on, let's get the kids christened.
Yeah.
She said, well, no, we're not religious. I'm like, yeah, who gives a fuck? That's what we do. I'm technically a Catholic. Everybody has a christening and whatnot. She's like, no, and I thought about it. I thought, no, I respect what you're saying there. You're right. We shouldn't do that. We'd be hypocrites. So we never did that. But generally, that's all people do in England.
but do you believe in God?
No, I don't. I wish I did. I'm sure it's a lovely feeling. I'm sure it makes you feel nice, warm and fuzzy inside. And I would love to think that when I die, I go up there to a nice, beautiful little place called heaven, and all my loved ones are there. I would love that. And it's weird that in times of loss, perhaps you do. Obviously,
I share the exact same sentiment.
You
I
go
look
there
at,
and you think about these things.
When
but,
I see religious people and I see them really they leave it up to somebody else. I can imagine what a great feeling that is, but I just don't have that.
I wish I did, and as I say, I mean, I talk a lot of shit and I bust balls, but I respect them and I try and not be offensive with my views, because if I said what I really thought, I would offend them. You know what I mean?
I know, me too.
I don't understand how you can honestly believe that there's a man up there. The worst thing is fucking MMA fighters. Okay, first of all, I just want to thank Jesus.
God, you're taking the words right out of my mouth.
Number one, if there is a God, you think he gives a fuck about this little petty MMA fight?
Yeah.
He's got bigger things to do. There's fucking earthquakes and tsunamis happening all over the place. But no, I'm going to take time out of my day to make sure a fucking Dick Weasel from Brazil wins his fight.
Yeah. Romero, he's what, right?
Yeah,
From Cuba.
yeah.
He's very religious,
Vitor,
right?
Ben
Vitor, yeah.
All those
Ben
guys.
Henderson. Oh my
Remember
God.
Diego Sanchez?
Oh yeah,
Big time.
big time.
Ben
Yeah.
Henderson.
It's sad.
Oh, you know what's funny?
My least favorite words are first and foremost.
First and foremost,
Because it's like
But you
like,
know-
no, don't say it,
but you
please.
know
I'll
who-
like you less.
You know who really believes in God is that kid that we just saw. He fought Max Holloway. What's his name?
Oh, Ortega.
Yeah, Bryan Ortega is very religious. And after every match, he goes, "I want to thank Jesus or
Yeah,
God."
so
right?
what happened on the nights he lost? God was like,
I know that night when his face looked like
get
a
on your
fucking
knees,
pumpkin,
bitch.
right?
He hasn't
I'm
been
like,
praying
God
enough
wasn't
to me.
there for you, bud.
Hold on. Ooh, Max Holloway. Get him, Max. Get him.
Yeah.
He didn't
You know
pray
why?
hard enough.
You know
Yeah.
why? Because Max Holloway's name is blessed, so God favored him that night.
The blessed one.
The blessed era.
Yeah. What a fighter, huh?
Oh, he's amazing.
He's
He's
fucking
great.
amazing.
I thought that was
is.
one of the most responsible thing I ever heard of anybody is when you called out Max
That's
Holloway for
right.
looking
Yeah.
sleepy.
We all were all, we watched
Yeah,
that
we talked
interview.
about that. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
in my family has a medical background.
Right.
And when they heard that, they told me, they're like, look, he actually pointed it out when no one else would.
Yeah, it was weird because, I mean, I've had a lot of injuries throughout my fight career. And if I was training for a fight and somebody called me out on live TV about one of my injuries, I'd be pissed, you know, because you train and you want to fight. You want to get paid. You've done all that hard work. As I say, you want to get paid. So we were doing UFC tonight and we have a production meeting. And, of course, you know, we go over the questions, what we're going to ask. So we have cards there. And we're doing the interview, and he's slurring his words, and he's all over the place. And I'm like, fuck what it says on the cards. I'm like, yo, Max, you good there, buddy?
Yeah.
And he's like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, because you sound like you're half asleep. And anyway, I flew to Vegas that night to cover the fight. And when I got to Vegas, I started getting tweets and messages. Fight's off. Max been pulled from the card. I'm like, oh, shit. I hope I wasn't the catalyst of that. So I texted him. I said, listen, Max, I'm sorry, man. And he texted back and said, no, thank you. Thank you. He said, I needed somebody to say that, you know. And I was like, all right, well, I appreciate that. But
What was it though? Do you know?
he just had a concussion. You know, the hard thing is, you know, in mixed martial arts, you got to train the way you fight. So, you know, you train hard, you spar hard, you get hit, you know. It's a shame, it is. But he's good. He's all good. He came back.